flanks. Tu-1-11 laser warning receivers were placed on the turret front. The prototype was shown equipped with the naked camouflage kit. The price of this modernization was deemed too high, and it was not serially produced. However, some of its features were used in the T-72B3 modernization package. 93. T-90, Object 188-90, a further development of the T-72, incorporating many features of heavier, more complex T-80. It was first called T-72BU. The recent T-72B3 in Russian service. Most obvious is the new Cessna-U multispectral panoramic sight. T-72B3, Object 184M3. This upgrade was initiated in 2010 using old stocks of T-72B tanks held in reserve. The purpose was to upgrade old T-72s to use the same gun, ammunition, ATGM, era etc. as the new T-90 tanks to simplify supply lines. In addition to performing a general overhaul of every vehicle, all tanks were equipped with the more powerful V92S2 engines and a new steering system in the driver's compartment, and older tracks were replaced with the new universal, twin-pin design. The upgrade program focuses mainly on the implementation of a new fire control system. The tank commander retains an upgraded version of the legacy TKN-3MK sight, which is a passive device with a range of only 600 m at night. The commander also has a spirit monitor that displays thermal imagery from the gunner's main sight, and a new turret control panel. The gunner has the new PNM Cessna-U panoramic multispectral sensor, which replaced the TPN-3-49 in its mounting. The 140-4 FCS with 1K13-49 sight I retained, but as part of the auxiliary sighting system to complement the newer system. The Cessna-U is a multi-channel, panoramic sight stabilized in both vertical and horizontal axis with a built-in laser rangefinder and command guidance module, used with 9 M119 missiles. The main advantage of the Cessna-U is the Thales Catherine FC thermal imager, which extends the detection range of a tank-sized target to 10,500 m and the identification range to 3,300 m in both day and night conditions and all weathers. The T-72B3 Series vehicles also received the new 2A46M2 main gun, which is reportedly equivalent to the Rheinmetall RH-120L/44 cannon. The gun laying and stabilization drives were also replaced by the new 2E42-4 system, and the AZ ammunition autoloader was modified to accommodate newer generations of 125mm smooth-bore anti-tank ammunition, Vant, depleted uranium, and Mango, tungsten, rounds. There is also a new 9K119 reflex system, used to launch 9M119 reflex ATGM through the gun barrel. The B3 upgrade includes a new explosion and fire suppression system and an advanced VHF radio system designated R168-25U2 ACV-JUC. The variant entered service on the 19th of October, 2012. It was first delivered to the 20th Field Army in summer 2013, and to its Armored Guards Brigade in October 2013. About 2,000 such tanks were in service as of 2020. 50, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102. The cost to upgrade a T-72 to the T-72B3 standard was around 52 million rubles in 2013. 103. T-72B3 OB. 2014, a special version of the T-72B3, first seen during the 2014 edition of Tank Biathlon competition. The most notable upgrades are the stabilized panoramic, Independent Park Pan Commander site with integrated thermal viewer and a V92S2 1000 HP engine. 93. T-72B3M Ob. 2016, a further upgrade of the T-72B3, produced since 2016 by overhauling and upgrading old T-72B tanks from storage. 104. The purpose was to use the same gun ammunition, ATGM, era etc. as the T-90M tank to simplify supply lines. There is a new gun 2A46M5 with new anti-tank ammunition Svinets 1, tungsten, and Svinets 2, depleted uranium. 9K119M Reflex M system used to launch 9M119M INVA, also called Reflex M, ATGM through gun barrel. New radio communication. New panoramic sight, rear view. T-72B3M Ob. 2016 camera and GLONASS satellite navigation. Increased protection against mines. New Kalina fire control system although in simplified form. 105, 106. The automotive performance of the tank was also improved with a more powerful V92S2F engine rated at 1130 HP, 830 kilowatts, coupled to an automatic transmission system and improved drivetrain. 107. Protection is improved by relict new generation era mounted on sides of both hull and turret, while cage armor was added to the rear. Contact 5 era is retained over the frontal arc and turret top. There is optional arena MAPS as a hard kill active protection. The Russian Defense Ministry ordered several hundred T-72B3M tanks, and received the first 20 in early 2017. 108, 109, 110, 111. The cost to upgrade a T-72 to the T-72B3 Ob. 2016 standard was around 78.9 million rubles in 2016. 103. Unmanned version of T-72B3M is, as of December 2018, under development. 112. T-72B3M Ob. 2022, it is the most recent upgrade of the T-72B3, based on combat experience gained during the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine. The tank is fitted with same armament as the previous Ob. 2016 model, however its protection has been enhanced. Previously, the back of the turret was without any additional protection, and now there is new relict explosive reactive armor with additional slat, cage, armor in the same region. Lower parts of the turret are covered by a metal net designed to improve protection against rocket-propelled grenades, similar to that of the T-90M. Additional contact 5 blocks installed right and left of the gun mantlet as well as on the turret top. The gun mantlet is also protected by contact 1 era. The void in ERA coverage caused by the smoke grenade discharges on the right side of the turret is now protected by contact 1 era. Relict era plates attached along the entire length of chassis, also in the fender and idler areas. Mechanism to open the armored protection panels for the Sosna U sighting system is added, replacing the previous configuration which used bolts that had to be unscrewed manually before combat. 113, 114. BMOT Boyvaya Mashina Onyumayo Shikov, a transport vehicle for flamethrower squads armed with RPO launcher. 4. Entered service in 2001. 115, 116. BMPT, Object 199, Heavy Convoy and Close Tank Support Vehicle, Boyvaya Mashina Podotki Tankov. All new turret armed with 2x30mm 2 of 42 autocannons, 500 rounds, 4x9M1201 at AKT-ATGM and 7.62mm PKTMG, 2000 rounds. It can be also fitted with 2x-AGS-30 automatic grenade launchers. Features new fire control system with thermal sights and a ballistic computer. Reinforced with third-generation relict EIA on the frontal armor and both sides of hull and turret, slat, cage, armor in the rear. It is equipped with AGAT Mr. Night Vision devices, an NBC detection and protection system. There is 902 Attacker 81mm smoke grenade launcher array 1 each side of the turret and STR 1 active protection system. When the screening system warns the crew of laser tracking, a smoke screen is created by the launch of grenades. The vehicle can be fitted with either the KMT-8 or the EMT mine clearing system. 4. The term T that is very often found is not correct. TOS-1 large box type multi-barrel rocket launcher with 30 tubes that replaces turret. 4. BRIM-1 MTU-72B MR-3 MTZ-MT reloading vehicle for the TOS-1 mobile multi-barrel rocket launcher. 4. BRIM-1 Bronirovania Remen to evacuation machina, armored recovery vehicle with a hydraulic crane with capacity of 12 tons mounted at the front of hull on the left side. It also has a main winch with capacity of 25 tons which can be increased to 100 tons, auxiliary winch, hydraulically operated as a forward/stabilizing blade at the front of the hull, towing equipment and a complete range of tools and recover equipment. 4. 117. IMR-2, Ingenieurnia Maschine Razgrashdenia, Combat Engineering Vehicle, CEV. It has a telescoping crane arm which can lift between 5 and 11 metric tons and utilizes a pincers for uprooting trees. Pivoted at the front of the vehicle is a dozer blade that can be used in AV configuration or as a straight dozer blade. When not required it is raised clear of the ground. 4. On the vehicle's rear, a mine clearing system is mounted. IMR-2M1 simplified model without the mine clearing system. Entered service in 1987. IMR-2M2 improved version that is better suited for operations in dangerous situations, for example in contaminated areas. It entered service in 1990 and as a modified crane arm with bucket instead of pincers. IMR-2MA latest version with bigger operator's cabin armed with a 12.7mm machine gun NSV. CLIN 1 remote controlled IMR-2. 4. MTU-72, Object 632, Tankovich Mostokladchik, bridge layer based on T-72 chassis. The overall layout and operating method of the system are similar to those of the MTU-20 and MTU bridge layers. The bridge, when laid, has an overall length of 20 meters. The bridge has a maximum capacity of 50,000 kilograms, is 3.3 meters wide, and can span a gap of 18 mb itself. The bridge weighs 6,400 kilograms. The time required to lay the bridge is 3 minutes, and 8 minutes for retrieval. 4. BMR-3 Bronirovanaja Machina Razminirovanaja, mine clearing vehicle. RKHM-7 Beloga 1, Razvidivatelnaya Khimishiskaya Machina, NBC Reconnaissance vehicle without turret and with fixed superstructure. Object 327 self-propelled 152mm gun. Prototype only. Belarus. T-72B-M2, modernization of the T-72B. 118. Bulgaria. T-72M1 mod. 2022 is a Bulgarian modernization of the T-72M1. T-72M2 indigenous tank design, based on the Russian T-72M1, with new night vision and thermal devices, improved armor, up to 650 mm, and anti-radiation cladding, rubber side skirts, C4I and IR suppression coating. 119. T-72M1 mod. 2022 T-72M1 modernized with Elbit's thermal imaging fire control system, giving the gun a 3-road generation and thermal imaging capabilities, along with a new laser range finder capable of lasing up to 9 kW. The system also includes a battlefield management system, 4 laser warning receives, a new fire control system with a metrological sensor, new thermal sleeve for the 246 125mm gun, and thermal nighttime cameras for the driver. The T-72M1 mod 2022 is also one of the few T-72s to receive an auxiliary power unit, APU, that allows the tank to have a silent watch capability, allowing it to operate all its system with the engine turned off to save fuel and reduce the tank's thermal emissions and acoustic signature. The tank was modernized locally at Tem. Krami OOD in Targovish. 120. Croatia. A Croatian Army M95 DEM and M84. The M84 is a Yugoslav third-generation main battle tank, based on the Soviet T-72, produced in Croatian Euroakovi Specijalna Vozila. M84D modern upgrade of the M84A4 with technology developed for M95 DEM and prototype. M95 Demon third-generation prototype tank based on Yugoslav M91 via prototype. Czechoslovakia. T-72M, Object 172ME3, 1985. This model was built under license by ZS Martin, nowadays Slovakia. In Western sources it is often referred to as T-72G, which might be the designator for the version exported to the Middle East. In the late 1980s the tanks produced for the Czechoslovak army and for export as well were fitted with some improvements from the Soviet T-72A program, including rubber side skirts, instead of gill armor, and 902B Tucker smoke grenade launchers. T-72B in firefighting services. T-72M1, Object 172ME5, 1986. This export version of the T-72A was also built by ZS. An external difference with the Soviet original is the reduced number of KMT mounts on the lower glacis plate. T-72, Bram 72, Vypruvak tank, Czechoslovak armored recovery vehicle based on T-72 chassis. 121. T-72B, Bram 72B, Czechoslovak ARV based on Brim 1 with dozer blade with prominent ramps mounted on the front of the vehicle, hydraulic crane on the right side of vehicle and a large built-up superstructure at the front of the hull with a large tackle block in front of it. 4. Czech Republic. T-72M4CZ. These variants are not new builds, but upgrades of a large number of otherwise obsolete T-72 version hulls. T-72M4CZ, 2003. Comprehensive upgrade of every aspect of the T-72M1 resulting in a tank that only superficially resembles the precursor, intended to remedy T-72's failures learned during the Gulf War. The automotive performance was enhanced with a Perkins CV12-1000 HP, 740 kilowatts, water-cooled diesel engine coupled to a Nimda XTG411-6 automatic transmission. All drivetrain work was done by the Israeli firm Nimda and involved minor modifications of the tank's hull and the driver's compartment. The upgrade added new Czech-manufactured Dyna 72 era for protection against HE8 and kinetic rounds impacting the frontal aspects of the turret and hull, and against top attack items and submunitions with era tiles covering the turret roof. Survivability is enhanced with the polish-made bra laser warning system integrated with a series of DGO-1 smoke grenade discharges on each side of turret, a Deugra fire suppression system, reader NB suit and electromagnetic mine plow. The most important improvement in firepower comes from the use of the Galileo Avionica terms T-computerized FCS, similar to that used on C-1 Air Riot, which enables a hunter-killer mode of operation.